I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm on it.
Hey, Freak Show! You're going nowhere!
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Welcome back, kids and coaches, to another episode, the 100th episode of West of Nowhere. I am Levi.
And I'm Shane.
And with us are two of our lovely supporters who've been with us for, I feel like, ever. Mark and Chantel Stadler. Thank you for joining us.
In the murder basement.
Yeah. Location unknown. We're not going to ask questions. It's fine.
Sacrifices to help pay for the show.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah, and you guys have been, Mark has been a Patreon supporter for
OG.
And then Chantel's recently hopped on the wagon, which we obviously
in the last 4 episodes, probably maybe 5.
Yeah, which we
sold for somebody else, and then bandwagon hopped. What's the word?
Join the bandwagon.
Jumped the
Hop on the
bandwagon.
Yeah, there you go. However the words work, it's fine.
Yeah,
and we have like a couple more. Shane, if you would like to read their lovely names before we go too far along.
All right, we want to thank Adam Pacino, Tony Burgess, Sam Norton. Not going to thank Mark because he's sitting right there.
Yeah, how dare
Kylie Gangwish, Jeremy Brathers, Colton Zamersla, honorable mention Colby Jordan, and then obviously Chantel sitting there. But I'd also like to point out that when Chantel was on the show, months ago?
Yeah.
That was like the most watched episode I think we've ever had since we've started doing this show.
I'm gonna go back. I gotta check the views again, but it was a lot.
Yeah, I think I looked at it recently to I was trying to find a different.
Was there any comments this time?
No.
Last time
No. Still no comments. I don't understand how that works, but it's fine. Yeah.
Came for the face.
Yeah. I don't understand. Let me see, the 70 total views, 0 comments.
Hey.
Since this is the 100th episode, which episode has gotten the most views or plays? Do you know off the top of your head?
Well, that one's the most views on YouTube total. I don't know about on for the actual listens, but because it's so weird because some of them will just pop off randomly.
Yeah,
I don't know what happens. I don't know if it gets just caught in an algorithm, where it just gets picked up really well. But it's very random because we'll finish an episode and I'll feel pretty good about it, and then it'll get 10 downloads. I'm like, okay, I guess not. And then one I'm like, I feel like I phoned that whole thing in, and then it's just 25. Okay, cool. It's weird.
I'd also like to point out this is the third 100th episode that me and Levi have done together.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
Because Westbind and then Nowhere in the Middle.
Oh,
yeah, Nowhere in the Middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we merged them, and they have this sweet little baby that we've made that is West of Nowhere now. But yeah, that is true. This is the third 100th episode. I definitely did not see that in my future when we started. Well, when I started Nowhere in the Middle after you had started Westbind, I was like, yeah, I don't know how long this will last, but I'm just going to keep on doing it because I enjoy it, And it's a good excuse for me and Shane to, chit chat, every week, which is good.
Oh, yeah.
Keep in constant contact. So, but then, we get to just bullshit, and some of our good friends listen. What is your guys' favorite episode? Can you even think of one?
That's hard because honestly, I've been listening to so many podcasts. I feel like everything filters in and out really quick. But
yeah,
I did enjoy when I was on, we talked about COVID and the heat of that. That was kind of A, therapeutic, and B, also kind of gave me a perspective from someone that's not directly in that type of field. It's just to get layman's opinions and whatnot. So that was nice for me.
Yeah, I like to listen to that one too.
What'd you call me?
You weren't there. You wouldn't know.
Yeah. Also, you guys are not the same person.
I know. I'm really sad. I'm sad. This the whole running joke is over now.
Yeah.
I was really hoping one of you would wear a Batman mask.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna print one out, but our printer's out of ink, and I was gonna have you just wear the Batman mask.
Shane has one, but I don't know if he knows where it's at.
Oh man, no, it's in a box somewhere since we moved.
Because he used it that one Halloween, right?
Yeah. Oh wow.
Or under the bed, yeah. Oh man, yeah. It's been a wild ride for sure. Like I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, this is like, I hesitate to tell people about it because I'm like, I don't know who appreciates like weekly news like things, but in my head it's always been, I'm talking about stuff that is either like just washed out through Facebook in like the most ridiculous way to where it doesn't make sense anymore, or like just the really crazy stories that like normal people don't talk about on a regular basis. So like that's what it's always been for me, is just talking about the fun stuff that nobody wants to do, the dirty work. They call me the guy from Dirty Jobs. I don't know his name, so don't call me
Mike
Mike Rowe. There we go. Yeah. So anyway, well, I have some interesting and somewhat funny story. The first story I have, this is good that you're all parents, because it involves children, not in a bad way, but
okay, cool.
Yeah,
it's like not ready for that.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Here's the most depressing story you've ever heard. No, so a teacher in Florida and a Florida principal have been fired following a 6th grade class being shown Michelangelo's David. Okay, now if you don't know what it looks like, it's just a big ass statue and it's got a wiener sticking out. So that's essentially why, right? Like, this is 6th grade, and I guess they're saying this is not appropriate material for 6th graders, which I don't know one way or the other because I'm not a parent. But in my brain, like, that's not that like crazy. Yeah, it's 6th graders, so they're probably just gonna make fun of it a lot.
Yeah,
but it's not graphic in nature. Like, it's just there, like,
The context.
Yeah,
of it
it's the context. Yeah, I agree.
Like, but how's that any different than like being in an anatomy class in 7th grade and learning about anatomy? Because like when we were in 7th grade, we learned from cellular all the way up the whole body. Like every little piece. And we made fun of it because I have Facebook statuses from that time.
Yeah.
Like talking about my biology class, but I don't feel like it's any different.
But also 6th grade, I remember you had like the video, I think it was like 4th or 5th grade. Then in 6th grade, you had like a sex education one that I remember. And also I think from a medical standpoint, like I don't know, like I'm big on like saying what it is. Like I don't say that, like I don't say that you're nah, so like that's your vagina, that's your butt. Like I use like relatively correct like verbiage because I just don't
want it to be confused in her brain.
Yeah, because then I don't know, if just kind of like someone touch your cookies. Like, what do you mean? It's just like
yeah.
No, we did the same with Emmett. Like, he calls it his penis, and it's wild to hear a 5-year-old say that, but I mean, he knows what it is.
Yeah.
Well, actually, this is great. Dude, I won't tell. You can share. I won't tell that.
Oh,
one.
Don't tell that.
I won't tell that one. So. I was helping Charlotte's potty training, so we're working on that. She took pooping has been an issue.
Same.
So finally she's been pooping on the toilet pretty good. And then so I helped clean her up. And she's like, "Oh, you cleaned my butt." And then she turned around to face me. She's like, "Oh, this butt needs cleaned too." And I'm just like, "No, honey, it's not a front butt. It's a vagina." She's like, "Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. Thanks." Yeah.
My front butt.
She cracks me up. So we try to work with her, but I don't think that's the norm for a lot of parents, especially Midwestern.
Yeah, there's a lot of flowery language, I'll say. Like, it's we got a lot of cute names for things, and I'm along the same lines with you guys, where just say what it is, because my brain goes to the extreme circumstances, like what Mark was saying, but if somebody does something, you need to know exactly what is happening, not like you said, like the cookies, like, okay, what, I don't understand, somebody stole your cookies, what's your problem, dude? So in that regard, but also it just makes sense, especially maybe they have an issue, like a health issue or something, they can't demonstrate it properly if they can't say what's happening, but we had the same thing. 5th grade showed us a video. This is your body's doing some crazy stuff, and and they taught us about it. And they're like, "Here's a bottle or a thing of deodorant," and then like the girls went to the other room and talked about voodoo or something. I don't know. Still don't understand what they're doing, but so yeah, and they show you all these things, and it's like every year you kind of get the rundown in one way or another. Like, you know, they start introducing in like towards high school, start talking about STDs in health class and, you know, all this. And it's not, like I said, Michelangelo's David is not graphic. It's not like he's, you know.
It's not like a giant.
And it's not like it's like over exaggerated.
Yeah, exactly. It's the whole human body.
That's peak. That's a statue of peak male physique. All right.
Okay. I mean, he's like 14 feet tall or something, right?
Hey.
So.
Yeah,
it's proportional.
Exactly.
It's normal size, I promise.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to look.
Man. But yeah, so obviously Florida's been pretty hardcore about teaching kids any kind of anything really that they don't approve of, and like this is kind of getting lumped into it. And I, you know, obviously I think it's pretty dumb, mainly because at like just a like artist perspective, you know how much art has just random boobs and, you know, a dick here and there, like it's all over the place. So you get to a point to where like where we draw the line, like we can't show this marvel of a creation that has been hailed for fucking ever, you know. But funnily enough, you might be surprised, but The Simpsons did have this in their pocket 30 years ago. They did an episode where they censored David after they had censored, you know, the Scratch and Itchy cartoon in the show. So they had censored that, and then in the episode they move on to censor the sculpture when they take a tour of it. They put pants on him. So I was like, of course The Simpsons saw it coming. I mean, and that was 1999 that episode aired.
Wild.
Yeah. So next one we got is kind of a callback to another story we did. Do you guys remember when Afroman's house got raided? Shane, you remember when we talked about that?
Yeah, I don't recall.
Of course I do.
He does not. But anyway, last year, 2 years ago, Afroman's house got raided by police, and I'm gonna assume they were probably looking for drugs, but I couldn't tell you. Anyway, he had surveillance cameras in his house because, you know, why wouldn't you? You know, in this day and age, it's probably smart. And he said after they raided his house, he used the footage in a music video. So he released this video, and now the cops and the sheriff's office, all these guys, are suing him for profiting from the unauthorized use of their likeness and for, you know, for his gain.
Property,
right.
Too.
Right. And I don't think that Ohio is I don't know what kind of like one party consent state they have for like filming and stuff like that. That's where it took place. But this is his, you know, reasoning for why he did what he did with the video. So Afroman says, I asked myself, as a powerless black man in America, what can I do to the cops that kicked my door in, tried to kill me in front of my kids, stole my money, and disconnected my cameras? And the only thing I could come up with was make a funny rap song about them and make some money, use the money to pay for the damages that they did, and move on. And so that's what he did. And, you know, I kind of like can't help but think they are kind of proving his point where they're just like, you know what, that's not fair. I mean, I know we fucking might have humiliated you in front of your friends and family, but we feel bad now too. Go ahead.
I think that if you walk into someone's property, with like the exception of like the bathroom,
yeah,
then you're kind of like you're saying I'm okay with that because you're on their property,
right?
Like obviously you're not okay. Like you're not saying
and
you're not like I'm okay with being exactly.
Yeah.
So like if you're in my living room, because I have a camera in my living room, so like if you're in there, then you're on camera.
Yeah.
But there's no cameras in the bathroom because that crosses that line.
Yeah.
There's like a line, you know what I mean? I don't know where it's at, but that's one of them, I'm sure.
Yeah. Don't want to pull a Chuck Berry on anybody.
Privacy. Like they invaded both his security and his privacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
And then again, in the video, can you prove that it's whatever cop? You know what I mean? Just because you see someone, do you see their name? Like, is there like a straight up face shot of them? Because if not, I mean, you're kind of fighting a losing battle.
Yeah, and you're just you're telling on yourself. You're like, that's actually me. I'm the jackass that raided Afroman's house.
Right?
Yeah.
And everyone knows that white people all look the same, so like it's kind of hard to tell in a blurry camera.
It was me.
You know?
I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it. You know, I think about the Ring doorbell footage like that a lot of people post online where they're either like catching package thieves or different things like that where something's going on and they're just like, yeah, this fucking guy tried to do this. Here's the video footage. And I'm like, yeah, obviously. Like that guy approached your house for whatever reason. Like that's your property, on your property. I don't think they have any leg to stand on, but I guess we'll follow it and see what happens. But
did you watch the music video?
It's been since it came out, so I don't know. It's been a long time, but I can't remember a whole lot about it because, you know, it wasn't that great. It's Afroman, you know.
I mean, it's like one good song. So
yeah, I saw him live one time. He played at JD's in Kearney.
Oh,
yeah.
I think I remember hearing about that actually.
Yeah, so that was wild. But anyway, everybody got like a contact high in the audience for sure. But anyway, on to slight. Oh, go. What do you got?
I was gonna say, speaking of ring doorbells. So this weekend we were at a cornhole tournament.
Let's go.
And I took second, by the way.
Yeah,
so
I was
no
gonna
big
say,
deal. No big deal.
Tell them where you place. Come on.
But so anyway, we're at the tournament, and Natalie gets a notification on her phone that someone's at her front door. So some girl walked up in a hoodie and then like messed with the door, it looked like, and then walked off. We checked the cameras in the house, and she never came in or tried to get in. Her Bo would have freaked out.
Yeah.
So an hour and a half, 2 hours later, we get home, and there's just a bunch of Wendy's food on our door that we did not order.
Oh my God. DoorDash.
Rip.
Somebody spent $80 worth of Wendy's and they left
it
at your door.
100, dude. I don't know if it was 80, but it was definitely like $40 worth of food. Like somebody was hungry and was like, "Yo, DoorDash, we're going."
Well, it's DoorDash, so there's like $60 in fees. So you know, it's probably it is crazy expensive. Yeah.
And that was only the first time I got free food this weekend.
What? What'd you do? Steal some kid's birthday cake too, or what?
No, so last night, we were at a friend's house playing cornhole, just hanging out, and we were like, let's order carry-out pizza.
Oh, yeah.
So we order pizza from Domino's. We go to the Domino's, and we sit there for 15 minutes, and our name never pops up on the screen they have about your order being ready.
Yeah.
So we walk up to the counter right as my name pops up, and it says, you have 40 minutes. And I was like, well, this kind of sucks.
Yeah, we're like here waiting. Yeah.
Yeah. And so the lady, she was like, oh, I'll expedite your order. So she expedites it, puts it at the top of the list. We wait another 15 minutes, and the pizza comes out. And we're asking for sauces, you know, ranch and butter and whatnot. And then we're like, I was like, here's my card. What do we owe you? And she goes, free of charge.
Oh, okay. 30 minutes or less. Shit.
Or less and less.
Yeah.
So that was pretty great.
That's hilarious. I remember, this is kind of telling myself a little bit, but
go ahead.
When Domino's first started doing their mobile app ordering, and this in Kearney, in my hometown, you could, you know, create your order, say I'm going to pick it up in the store, and I'm going to pay in the store, and for some reason, like, there was like a disconnect, so when you got there, they just assumed you had already paid.
Nice.
And so I would order it, and then I would go there, and I would bring money just in case it didn't work, because otherwise you're kind of an asshole looking like, I didn't bring any money. Thought I'd get free pizza. But it worked for, I don't even know, it was almost a year probably that I was doing it like every other month. Like, I think I'll try it again to see how it's going. And yeah, they're like, all right, you're good to go. You paid on the app, right? I'm like, yeah, sure. Which is crazy because they have your information in there. So even when they figured out, like, I didn't get like, what do they call it? Like
Yeah, blacklisted.
Yeah, blacklisted from dominant. Don't let this fucking guy in here. And then it's just
Get out of here, Levi.
picture of me going, oh.
Just
My
Yes, just like
I love the Ricky Bobby moment you had at the beginning of the episode. That's why I wanted to hit him earlier, but I was just like, it's that Ricky Bobby moment.
I don't know what to do with my hands. Oh man. So moving from one musical phenomenon to another, Kanye West back in the news. So obviously he's been going off the rails, saying some crazy stuff. This is
the different stuff this time.
What?
Is it like his religious stuff, or is it something else?
I don't know. I'm just gonna say what it is, because it just made me laugh. So he posted on Instagram about that he likes Jewish people again because he watched 21 Jump Street and Jonah Hill made him like Jewish people again.
What a piece of shit!
I was gonna bring that one up if you did.
Dude, like I just don't understand what is happening. And in it, he like went on to say, no Christian could be labeled anti-Semite knowing Jesus is a Jew, which, you know, Jesus was Jewish, obviously. You guys know that. But just the fact that he's like, Jonah Hill fixed it. I don't hate Jews anymore. So,
I can understand that. You know, Jonah Hill is a national treasure, right?
He is. He really is, though.
Good
Mhm.
stuff.
It's so good.
Have you seen him in the? I think it's a Netflix original series.
You People.
You People.
It's
That's a
I have-
movie, but
it's
it's
a-
amazing.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, you would like it. It's very good.
Dude, it's like it picks like the two perfect. I don't know, like races. Like what's the like most like how do I say-
Stereotypical?
No, not stereotypical. Like they're like a white genre, or not genre of people, but like a race of people that have been treated poorly in the past.
Oh,
Jewish
gotcha. Ostracized or demonized, whatever.
It's basically a Jewish person and a African American getting together and like being in a relationship and seeing the feud between like
Their families.
two like
and
cultures that have like been having lots of issues and whatnot. So it's just like
Yeah.
like whoo, biting your nails.
It's good because it's like it shows like one side says something and then like the like Jonah Hill and his family who's Jewish, they're like, oh, are you like making fun of our Jewish culture? And then the other side of it is where like Jonah Hill or his mom says something, and then it's Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
It's Eddie Murphy.
So Eddie Murphy's in it, and then he gets offended, and so it's just like this play back and forth. It's really good.
It's good.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Have you watched him in it's called Stutz? So it's a Netflix documentary, and it's about his therapist.
Oh, I started it. I haven't
Yeah.
finished it. It's
And
really
it's so good. You got to watch all the way through, because like at first, you know, they're kind of like fielding questions, and Jonah Hill isn't really doing anything like in depth for himself, because he's like, you know, this is about Stutz. Like, this is not about me. And in like a typical like therapist kind of role, he kind of like wears him down to where he starts, you know, being a little more vulnerable. And I don't know. It definitely gave me a whole new perspective on Jonah Hill. I appreciate him a lot more after watching it, so I definitely recommend it.
I fell in love with him when he like I think he wrote and directed the 90s.
Oh yeah, mid 90s. Right?
90s.
Yeah.
Dude. Whew,
Shane, you
goosebumps.
watched that, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah,
Yeah, that was.
I just don't remember his voice, but I remember watching that. Yeah.
Well, he just directed it, right? I
Oh,
don't.
my
I don't
bad.
remember him being in it.
Ignore me.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I remember because I brought it up, and then you're like, "I gotta watch it," and then I didn't know if you had watched it yet or not. But it's fine.
Thanks for calling me out.
Listen, fucking shit. I'm just trying to
Dude,
include you. God,
We script this so well.
I
I'm just
know
saying.
it's crazy that this is all off of paper. Like, we are just reading lines, and
The list you sent us is just massive. Like,
I know.
That's why I'm out of printery.
yeah, exactly.
Got to print in gray. That's the way to do it, man. Moving on to another, you know, I would hesitate to say greatest of our generation rapper. Tekashi 6ix9ine got beat up at LA Fitness, and like he got jumped, which is, you know, that's not great. But you know, he went to court and probably most definitely snitched on a lot of people. And, you know, in the rap community, that's never a good thing. But the funniest part about this whole thing is one of his bodyguards came out and was like, I'm challenging all the people that jumped him to a fight. I was like, bro, you missed your chance. Like, they already did it.
Or was he in the John or what?
I don't know. It's so crazy. I saw a video of like a little bit of it. There's not a video of the whole thing that I've seen so far, but there's a video of basically him just getting like stomped one time, and there's like people standing in the doorway behind, and then obviously where the camera is, there's obviously people there too. So I don't know. I don't know how they got, like, if he's just like, I'm gonna go get my pump on. No bodyguards follow me. I don't want to look weak at the gym or something, but
Just gets curb stomped.
yeah, he got fucked up. He like
They attacked him.
Yeah.
Like they chose him.
Yeah.
Not just like, we're gonna beat this random guy up. He's got chicken legs. Skip leg day.
he's got
That's probably
chicken legs.
true, but no, probably more targeted.
Does he still have those rainbow dreads? Because that probably helped.
Yeah. No, I don't know. It was hard to see because he was just looking real dirty from the pictures afterwards.
He's just an odd looking dude, you know. When you have 69 on your face, you're kind of asking for it.
Yeah, that's what I saw somebody comment, like, dude has got 69 tattooed on his face repeatedly. Like, he didn't think this was gonna come to a head at some point. Like, if not somebody being mad at him for who he is personally, just being annoyed with his, you know, physical appearance. But yeah, I like to watch the videos where it's him doing stuff, but then somebody's doing a voiceover.
Oh no.
Because it's way more fun. Like, he just sounds stupid and you kind of feel bad. Like, I don't know. It's like those kids in high school that like tried way too hard to be badass, but really you just know that there's just something wrong, you know? And that's kind of how I feel watching him. But when there's the voiceover, I feel a little bit better about myself about it, but which I don't know what that means, but you know, it's fine. And there's this one video, he's on like a radio show and he's talking about shooting, and I can't even remember what the sound was, but the dude was like, what kind of gun is that? Like, his gunshots were not even remotely close. It's like, that's amazing.
Pew, pew.
It was even worse than that. It was like, it could have been like an animal sound for all I know. Like, the guy was just so confused. Like, what the fuck? So I got really excited. I saw this picture of the Pope dressed up in a really puffy jacket this weekend.
I saw that one. I loved it. It was so good.
I got bad news. It's not real. It's I know.
AI.
Yeah, fucking AI got me, dude. Listen, like, I know it's gonna be a thing anyway. Like, I don't know why I'm so hesitant about it, because it's just gonna happen whether I like it or not. But
yeah,
last week I saw the pictures of all the presidents at like a nightclub kind of thing. Yeah, and that one I was like, okay, like, I obviously know that that's AI, because I know most of them can't move like that because they're 100.
Yeah, no.
But and then I saw this one, I was like, maybe Pope was a little chilly. I don't know. Like, why wouldn't he be just dressed to the nines? Because I'm pretty sure, I don't know what like fancy clothes company makes his shit, but it's somebody impressive. I know that. I just can't think.
Well, it's Italy.
Yeah, yeah. He's the Pope. You fucking get him whatever he wants.
Puppy jacket.
Yeah.
And it's, what's the top hat called? I
Yeah,
always
'cause
forget.
in Jewish it's a yarmulke, but I don't know if it's the
I
same
can't
thing
remember.
for.
Yeah, he's just the windy hat day. You know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you guys remember A Scanner Darkly, that movie where it was all like cartoony?
Yeah.
All right. Well, both of you have to watch this.
Yeah.
Go watch the movie after the episode's done.
Yep.
But damn. So, on that note, because you know Levi,
Yeah.
how long till they do like a deep fake movie under the same premise? You know what I mean? Because it's like
Ooh.
they can do it now, right?
Yeah.
But how long till they do the same kind of, like, under the same vein as like a Scanner Darkly is, where they do that but with deep fakes?
Yeah.
Just a whole movie just like that.
I don't know. That movie's crazy because, like, so for those of you who haven't seen it, the animation style, it's like a filter almost over everything. Like, and it's an animated filter over like live action. So it's all like normal movements, normal, like, who the actors are. It's got Keanu Reeves, it's got Woody
Harrelson,
Robert Downey Jr. Everybody's in that movie.
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I gotta think that people would be working on it at some point. Like,
well, I mean, you look at the new Star Wars movies,
Yes, that's what I
and
was
like
gonna say.
with
Carrie
Luke
Fisher.
and Carrie Fisher, like
Mhm.
especially in the Mandalorian when it has like old Luke,
yeah. Young Luke. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
yeah, and it looks pretty damn
It's-
good.
yeah.
Like, I mean, for where we're at, like, it's kind of scary because this also
Super
reminds me of
impressive.
the one episode we talked about with the Eve or the web people, the streamers that were having.
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I think it's gonna get to a point where people probably want to be like, hey, you can use like me, like voice, physically, contextually, whatever you want, but you got to pay like this premium, and then
Yeah.
you have like movies with Keanu Reeves, Will Smith, and just
Yeah.
like a smorgasbord, and you can just let
Put
it
it
go.
all together.
And
Yeah.
It almost seems like it would end up being cheaper if they started doing that because
Yeah.
you don't actually physically have to be there. We just need your voice and your likeness.
Yeah.
Here's this money.
Yeah.
and then have them say the most
And then
obscure
3D,
shit ever.
Yeah. Well, I think there's even like you can say so many phrases, and then from those phrases you can recreate.
Yeah.
They
any-
can just build like the vocab from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'd just be like, okay, a whole day of script reading,
Yeah.
and then that's it. You
Yeah.
know, and then do 3D. Yeah, it's crazy. to
I've
think about.
decided I don't like it anymore. Don't like this concept. No, it's gonna be. There's gonna be a wave of it. I think there's gonna be like a whole bunch of that kind of thing, and then everybody's gonna be like, okay, well, that's kind of like you could just do whatever, and so then it's gonna go back to, I think, the more skilled kind of filmmakers where they're people who take pride in like doing it a certain way, like because. I was watching a thing with Quentin Tarantino, and he still shoots like analog. He doesn't do.
Oh, it's analog still.
I don't know if it's like completely like it's not like film. I'm pretty sure it is, but yeah, like that.
Well, most animations would still be stop click
Yeah.
animation or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
But-
So
well, how do you feel about it as an artist? Because like I messed around with those like AI art creators, and some of the stuff that I like randomly put in were really interesting.
yeah.
Like, how do you?
I mean, it's obviously super cool, but the part where there's a couple parts that I don't like about it. Number one, fucking taking money out of my pocket, goddammit. Number two, they're just taking art that already exists and morphing it into something else. It's not creating on their own. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's like a hyper aware Photoshop. Like, just taking a bunch of different things. That's why when you get like all these pictures where there's a little bit of a signature in like a corner of something, and everybody's doing the profile picture ones, right? And you can see on some of them, you can see and obviously as it progresses, I'm sure it'll figure out how to do it like by using brushes and stuff, but they have problems teaching like an AI stick figure to walk, and now you got to program it to be able to create on its own without using like external. So like I feel like that's a long way out, but I thought I didn't think any of this shit would exist like 10 years ago, so I guess I don't really know, but
Yeah, what do you know?
that's true. Yeah, I don't know. I like the idea of it as a tool for like, cuz I know some artists that like struggle
You're a
with
tool.
struggle to conceptualize certain things. So like, I have this great idea, but I just can't figure out how to like visualize it properly. And so people can use that to kind of like get an idea, and then obviously they can tweak it to their own personal style. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. When they
I have to say.
oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I was gonna try and quote the fucking Will Smith line in I Robot when he's like all butthurt because he's like, yeah, he can't paint a fucking masterpiece, and then he just like whips out this crazy drawing real quick, like
Prints it out
Yeah.
pretty much.
yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I paid $6 for like 100 of those like AI photos based off of your pictures.
Yeah.
And only 5 of them actually look like me.
Yeah,
I was like, God damn.
that's the other thing. Like I have a lot of friends that I don't actually know in person, so a lot of them that use that, and I'll see them like, oh shit, okay, oh, click on them and then go through their picture like, never mind. That's not what they look like. Like, I have been catfished in the most evil way.
By an AI.
And it's not like, I'm not, nothing wrong with using those pictures, but it just cracked me up because I'm like, oh shit, I did not know that that's what that person looks like. Because they go from a picture of Dan Cummins for 3 months out of the year, and then I don't know what they look like, and then they switch to this AI picture, and I'm like, oh shit. Nope, never mind.
Out here Facebook creeping, huh?
Yeah, with my own friends. Yeah, and I'm gonna write a song about it with Afroman.
Yeah, like I go, oh my goodness, cool.
Freaking deal with it, man.
I'll make a music video.
Oh yeah.
I've seen those. There's people on YouTube that do line by line AI videos. So they'll have an AI and they'll feed it, whatever one they're using, but they'll feed it lines from a song, and then they'll make that pop up when that line plays on the song. I think one that I really liked was Mr. Blue Sky by ELO. I was like, okay, that's kind of fun, but I don't know. You got to have a lot of patience to do something like that. I got a bunch of other hobbies that I don't do, so I can't add another one to the list. But there's there's ones I see on Facebook every now and then. It's like a rapid fire. It's like real quick, pictures changing, and it's like an AI morphing into different stuff to different songs. And I don't know if I have I don't have the temperament to do something like that. But somebody else can, and I'll be like, why'd you take somebody else's job? Anyway, that's all I got for stories. Shane, do you have anything?
That's all you got?
Yeah.
So you remember it's been a couple episodes ago where I was talking about on Yellowstone how there was like rumors that, oh wow, I can't remember his name now.
Kevin Costner was going to leave Yellowstone. Yeah.
Well, Paramount has came out and said that those rumors are not true, that he is very enthusiastic and that he plans to stick around.
It's a bunch of fucking malarkey.
But why wouldn't you say that?
Yeah.
Though, so you know what I mean?
Just offered him the right amount so he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just started watching Yellowstone like maybe 2-3 weeks ago. I'm only on season 2, but it's so good.
It is so good.
Yes, I grew up on like Western movies though with my dad.
Yeah.
And Kevin Costner in that show reminds me so much of my dad.
Yeah.
Like kind of a little tough, a little loving, gives you a lot of bullshit. Like I love my dad in it. I don't know. Have you watched it?
I can't do Westerns. I
love
into it. It's just
cowboy.
I'm like, I think of like Red Dead Redemption. I'm like, man, I'd rather be riding dragons with my sword or something. Like I'm just that nerd.
Fair.
I respect it.
It's so good.
I lied. I do have more things. I don't have any more stories, but I just watched a documentary about Jared, the Subway guy.
Oh, damn it.
What? What?
I got super stoked. I thought you were gonna bring up the Murdaugh murders.
Oh, I watched that too.
Joe.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Dude.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. So, are you guys familiar with that story at all?
I think you talked about it on one of your podcasts, so I did listen to that, but I haven't watched it. I'm not big on like murder mysteries.
Yeah. So,
grow up.
Jesus Christ.
Millennials.
I talked about it. I think it was on an episode I was alone for.
Okay.
And yeah, so this family in South Carolina, it all started, it's crazy. So the son was drunk driving this boat, and this girl ended up getting killed, and they're like, well, what the fuck, dude? Like, he's so well connected. His dad's family is like, has been the main prosecutor for the county for 100+ years.
His family, yeah.
And it's just...
Nah, I think I remember this. Yeah.
So the son is like awaiting trial, finally gets a trial date for 2021, and then he gets fucking shot and killed, him and his mom, and they're like, what the fuck, dude? And then there's the dad that did it, and meanwhile, there's like all this like other crazy shit that's happening, like he's like stealing money from victim funds for like this one trooper who got injured in it was a snowstorm, and he was like parked on the side of the road trying to direct traffic or something like that, and he got hit, clipped, whatever. He lived, but this guy was like, I'll be your fucking lawyer, I'll get you money, and he like funneled that money into his own private account. and he had done that a bunch of other times. Anyway, that shit's wild. There's a few documentaries about it. There's one on Netflix.
Yeah, that's the one I just watched.
And I watched
it's a 3-parter.
I watched the one on Hulu that was pretty good as well. And there's some on HBO. They're fucking everywhere. This Murdaugh family. Which I made the joke, like, I mean, obviously this guy killed somebody. His fucking last name is practically murder already. And in the one I watched, there's a lot of local people talking about them. So there's like this real deep Southern accent in it. Like, I like murder. And I'm like, did you say murder? And he's like, no, Murdaugh. Sorry. I don't know, man. But yeah, so it's a crazy story. There's a lot of layers to it too, which I did not expect, because I kind of just went into it knowing that he just got, sentenced for killing his wife and kid. And I didn't even know that there was like all this background shit, and so I learned a lot. But the one about the subway guy, holy shit. I didn't realize that. Like, I knew what he got arrested for, child porn, and that was big when it happened. But like how intense it was, because this report, or no, she was a radio news lady who just linked up with him about his story when he was still just the subway guy. Like, it was pretty new.
Mm-hmm.
And she, was talking to him. They traded numbers. I guess he had the hots for her or whatever, which is weird because she was an adult by then. But so then he I guess just randomly dropped that he thought middle schoolers were hot at one point, and she's like, hold on, did I hear that right? And
Yeah.
and then she's like, I'm gonna go to the fucking FBI because I've been taping some of my conversations with this guy without his consent, so I need to do something. And the FBI's like, listen, you broke the law. You shouldn't have taped him without his consent. I know he's being a weirdo, but you fucking broke the law and you shouldn't have done that. So now you gotta work for us, because it's like a 1970s spy movie where they have one up on her, so now she's forced to work for the FBI all of a sudden. And she does, and she gets him in a lot of really crazy conversations, and I took a shower afterwards because I felt disgusting.
Oh, wow, where's this at?
My shower in the bathroom.
No, I know where your shower is.
Oh.
I know, he knows something.
I can't remember if it was on Discovery or if it was on Hulu. I watched it through Hulu, but we have both, so I don't know.
What's the name of the documentary?
I don't know. I'll have to.
God, you're way to bring it up for. God, dude, way to build me up and let me down.
It's fucking Jared, man. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna Google that. It's fucking Jared.
Jared Subway documentary docuseries Hulu. Just type that in. I don't
look. I don't come here to not know. When I listen to the show, I want to know what I'm looking for. Okay, I don't want to listen to the show and then have to go Google things. Damn it!
You don't listen to this show, you son.
You're right. I don't. Not at all. Not once.
Oh my God.
Piece of shit. Anyway, so
Makes so much sense, though.
if you want to know more about Jared, fucking Google, just Google it. I guess I don't know. That is all I have now. I feel like I've let everybody down. I'm sorry.
So I got one more for you. So
Okay.
Morgan Wallen.
Oh yeah, your boy.
Here recently, back on. I think it might even have been yesterday. Hold on, let me see the date. Yeah. So yesterday he was in Australia at a part of his tour, the One Thing at a Time tour.
Gotcha.
And somebody in the pit threw a beer and hit him in the face.
Oh no.
So he stopped the whole concert and then walked over to the group of people that were that he was pretty sure where it threw, and he walked over and he was like, one of you fess up or all of you are getting kicked the fuck out.
Yeah.
So I guess the guy actually kicked out, but I was reading the article and this is not the first time during this tour that someone has tossed a drink at him.
Really?
And he apparently has a no nonsense take to it where if you throw one thing, you're fucking gone.
Yeah.
That's wild. I mean, I get it. You
don't want to get hit with
but
shit,
also, I don't know if you guys know how much the tickets are. I looked them up in Tacoma out here.
Yeah.
It's like over $400 for a ticket.
That's crazy.
So why would you pay that much money and then be a jackass?
Fuck around and find out, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, newsflash:
of course,
the documentary is called "Jared from Subway Catching a Monster" on the Discovery ID. So Discovery Plus, whatever. Anyway, have you been at a concert where people are throwing shit? Because it bothers me so much. I
hate it. Yeah.
I went to a concert. God, I don't even know. Actually, this might have been Corn when we went. All three of us. There was a dude throwing plastic cups and then like hiding after. And I was like, I just want to snap his neck, dude. Like,
I know.
but then you know that kind of guy's the guy that just wants a reaction. So
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, to like ruin it for everybody else.
like not even there for the music, just there because he knows there's gonna be shoving and like dumb shit and you know just capitalizing on it. But when you were saying that dude threw the bottle and then he stopped the concert, I was like, did he call them the N-word? Because that would have been hilarious. No.
Cancel
he
the
didn't.
Get out.
He said no. That didn't happen. He only
Listen
did that
here.
one time.
He did it one time, talking to his friends in his public in his personal driveway.
And he got video recorded.
That's not his fault.
I
His
know.
neighbors are assholes.
Yeah.
I will stand by him, dude. If you're in your driveway, drunk as fuck with your friends,
Yeah.
and you say something off color, you're talking to your friends.
Yeah.
If you have never said something off color to your friends, they're lying.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely also like context. Like you know he's not talking about like anything egregious. Like he's just being a drunk fuck. Like he's not like burning a cross right there. You know what I mean? Like you got to think about the situation. He's just drunk.
He wasn't like, all right, boys, let's break out the uniforms. Let's go. You know, get on the sheets. Let's do this.
Which I mean, if he would have, that would have been wild.
Oh, that's a different story.
Yeah. Then then maybe throw a beer bottle at him. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, hit him. Yeah.
Speaking of your boy, you got the old 200 ready to go?
Hold on.
Shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's up?
Freeze.
Chris Rock Netflix Selective Outrage yet?
Not yet.
No.
I almost forgot it existed.
Dude, like he finally talks about the Will Smith situation, and it's just icing on the cake. It's so good.
Yeah.
Please watch it. I don't know. I think that whole I cannot get over that situation from the Oscars out of my head. It's just
That's weird.
I don't know.
The weirdest,
He took the hit like a champ.
the weirdest part about that for me is the fact that I got blocked by like 5 of my friends during that whole thing. Like just from like arguing with people about it. Like people are like, "Oh, I shouldn't have joked about her fucking condition." I was like, he's a comedian. He jokes about everything. Like,
But he like so in the show, it actually talks about what he was actually joking about, and a while back, when Will Smith didn't get an Oscar for Concussion, I think he hosted, and she basically said you should quit your job and not work, basically, because my husband got an Oscar. So that's what he was like.
oh,
Giving her a dig at, and the hair thing wasn't really like, I don't think that's his angle, and it just was like just a dig at her in general.
That's what I thought when he said it. I was like, yeah, she looks like she could be G.I. Jane. G.I. Jane's a badass. Why are we mad about that? Like, that movie's awesome. I don't understand. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, if you're going to make somebody's physical appearance, like, make fun of that, and then compare them to one of the most badass, like, female-led movies, is that really making fun of them at that point? Like, other than a physical trait? Like, you're not... I don't know.
Yeah, because I think if he was trying to make fun of her, like in a degrading way, he'd have been like, look at this cancer patient.
Yeah.
Or somebody who doesn't grow hair because of a bad thing.
Look at fucking Caillou over there. Like...
Oh man, he's gonna slap me. He's gonna slap you for sure, dude.
Yeah, I'm ready. Fucking... Oh man. No, I need to. I'll watch it. I'll watch it now. Now that Mark's laid the groundwork.
I'm gonna get off here and watch it.
Now we have that Darkling one now to watch.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Darkly.
I'll watch that one. I remember seeing
Scanner
that, but 2006.
Yeah.
That's what it said. I was like, damn.
Yeah, the guy who wrote the short story that's based off of is also the same guy who wrote the short story that the Blade Runner franchise is based off of. He did Minority Report, bunch of like sci-fi shit. Philip K. Dick, like that's his.
Oh man.
Yeah.
If you're looking for something else to watch by Philip K. Dick on Amazon Prime, there's something called Electric Dreams. I think it's what it's called.
Oh.
And it's a bunch of short, like it's an anthology series. So none of the episodes are.
Oh, nice.
They're kind of like
loosely connected.
They're loosely connected.
Yeah.
Like you don't see it till the very end, but yeah, same concept as like Black Mirror. It's called by Philip K. Dick, Electric Dreams. It's great.
Okay, we'll have to add that one too. We need to finish watching Carnival Row season 2, A Shadow of the Throne, and then we finished The Last of Us, and we haven't started The Mandalorian yet.
It's
the
okay.
Mandolin. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't quite as good.
It's like I think they're doing a lot of story building is what's going on, because like the first 3 episodes are kind of like there's story there, and then like I think I just watched the 4th episode last night, and like it's starting to build up. So I think they're just trying to really build on like a better story towards the end of it.
Yeah,
that's so hard to watch sometimes whenever you're just so used to the first 2 seasons was just just nonstop like stuff going on.
Yeah. Ugh.
I feel it.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I know.
You feel it now, Mr. Krabs?
I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
All right, you want me to do this music stuff or what?
I mean, has anybody else got anything? I feel bad because I keep trying to.
Yeah, I know, right? My
cut
bad.
Somebody off. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Ready to go.
Good. How dare guests show up and not be prepared to talk about something?
Oh my god. Are you talking about me?
What? You're not a guest.
Could be.
Oh,
Guest in my own house.
Oh yeah, T-Pain.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Perfect segue to the music section. There we go.
Yeah. Before we go to the Billboard 200, T-Pain has released a random album of covers, which is super cool. The only one that I've listened to so far though is the War Pigs cover, Black Sabbath. And holy shit, like obviously I knew he could sing without the autotune anyway, like because he did the Tiny Desk concert, and it's just kind of been making the rounds around the internet. But I saw this and I thought it was a meme at first. Like I thought it was just something that people were like, wouldn't that be crazy? Yeah. But I was like, I feel like that would kind of work. And then I listened to it because I found out it was real. And I was like, holy shit, yeah, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. Now I want him to sing like all of my favorite classic rock songs. So
it
has Journey's "Don't Stop Believing." I listened to that one and it was really good. He still, I don't think it's auto-tuned, but he did have that reverb effect. With voice and a little too much, I feel like, in some spots, but it was really good. Yeah. I didn't care for some of the other songs.
I like the Tennessee Whiskey, but
you did?
I'm a big fan of that. That one was good. I looked it up, and he apparently was on The Masked Singer in 2019, and he was the winner for it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so I didn't know that. I mean, that's like on my list also of random shows to watch.
Yeah.
But I love it when the people like take off their masks and it's somebody completely different than who you thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was the winner for it for 2019. I guess I wasn't that surprised that he came out with cover songs then.
No, I knew he had a good voice. I've heard it in the past, but like, I don't know. I just don't think about that.
Does he do a cover of Wagon Wheel? Because I feel like everybody does. So.
It's a bucket list.
Oh man, yeah, Masked Singer's pretty good, but I don't know. I have to have it just on in the background. It's like I can't like only dedicate my time to it because that's a lot. But
yeah, the panel kind of gets to me. I'm like, can we just listen to these people sing? Like,
Jenny McCarthy and her.
The way that they know so many people just kind of bugs me too. Like, how the hell do you know so many different people from like tons of different backgrounds?
Yeah.
I mean, like, crap, Hawk was on there.
Yeah. It's like a game of Guess Who.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's this tall. Oh, like.
Yeah, he mentioned like cats one time, and then it was like, is that, who, like, where the fuck did you make that connection from? I don't understand.
I think they're given a list.
Yeah, okay, I would hope so.
I mean, I don't know for sure, obviously, but you can't see what's on the cards that they have, and
that's true.
They have to be, because like you're right, because sometimes they'll pick out a clue. Oh, he skateboards. He's this guy. It's like that's. What
he played a skateboarder 13 years ago. You remember that? Like, no, nobody remembers that. What?
Like people in Hollywood really do know each other. Like it's all networking.
Oh, that's true.
So I don't think it's that.
Maybe I just don't want to think that the recall memory is that good when I can't even remember half the episodes that I listened to.
That's true.
And some you were even in.
Yeah.
I was in that? When was that?
I'm in all of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say
But the real question, who's the deep fake right now?
Oh my god.
Who's the AI?
My psyche
I'm the
can't
real
take
one.
That. I can't.
That's what, of course, I would say.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying, if you're that rich and you can afford drugs at any point with no repercussions, there's no way you have that good a recall. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a good point. And also, one of the people is Jenny McCarthy, and she's one of like the vaccines cause autism people. So is her brain that great? Is it?
Ooh.
Yeah. Anyway, but Ken
Huh.
John's the other guy, and he's pretty great.
Well,
so.
he's actually a doctor, which is
Yeah,
really funny.
He like
it's just hilarious that they're like partnered on that.
He has clinic days.
Like the dumbest person is probably the smartest one at the table.
Oh, I thought he was a dentist.
No, he was like he ran a
Oh.
hospital at one point.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought he was like a dentist, which is not a real doctor, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, dentists are important. Okay, I think that every time I see somebody with really bad teeth, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm glad dentists exist. But
No, I'm definitely not buying a good camera now.
he just has a mask on every episode. Like, what's up, guys?
Yeah, it's like right here. I'm gonna start putting on the filter so that I have like this weird mustache that hangs in front of my teeth.
Just like huge handlebar mustache that covers your mouth. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, Mr. 200.
All right.
Let's hear it.
Well, no surprise. At number 1 for the second week in a row,
Taylor Swift.
one thing at a time, Morgan Wallen.
Oh.
Get the fuck out of here.
Olivia Rodrigo, she's back.
No.
I did love those episodes.
Damn
Those were so good.
Let's see. Debuting at number 2 is Ready to Be, the 12th mini album by Twice.
I don't
The
know
picture has a lot of people in it. So,
more than twice then.
yeah, more than twice.
Got it.
Debuting at number 3, Endless Summer Vacation by Miley Cyrus.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah. Number 4, SOS by SZA.
Yeah.
Number 5, Mañana Sierra Bonita by Carol G, which I don't have no clue who that is.
Carol.
I heard that
Damn.
one on the radio the other day, and it was good. I like that one. Mhm.
Okay. 6 is Midnights by Taylor Swift. 7, Dangerous to Double album, Morgan Wallen. So, I mean, just saying, like, that's how good he is, all right?
Yeah, he's
Two
got
albums.
2 of them.
Yeah.
It's like a combination of like 5 albums though. Like,
Dude, yeah. So the first album, the double album was 30 songs,
Oh,
and the new album is 36 songs.
Jesus.
Yeah.
God.
So you got 2 good ones. That was
Yeah.
So I was talking about this the other day. I think he needs to slow down before he burns himself out.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that he has all this music that he's trying to put out, but like most people put out 12 songs, 16 songs every 2 years.
Yeah. He's trying to be a
But-
groundbreaker.
If you're gonna be like Queen, you just keep pumping them out,
Yeah.
and all of them are gonna be classics.
That's true. He has a lot of good music. So
You're like telling your favorite artist not to make more music, and that's
I'm not
hilarious.
saying don't. I'm saying
You fucking
slow
stop
down
it.
because to be
And on both ends.
Yeah.
fair, the Dangerous double album was amazing.
Yeah.
Like, there was 2 songs on an album that I couldn't stand. That was
Okay.
it. Out of 30 songs, I like 28 of them.
Yeah.
On this new album, there's like 10 that I like.
Okay.
So it's
you
like
think he needs to put some on like the back burner and then like kind of just
I think you should be able to. I think he should like
little more
record a
selective.
song. I think you should record a song and be like, "Is this that good?"
yeah.
Maybe not.
All right.
Well, maybe he is, and he's got like 100
Yeah.
songs.
There's just unreleased shit all over the place. I have 400 unreleased songs right now, guys.
That album, I've had some albums that like you won't listen to it all the way through for a long time, then you go back to it like years later, then all of a sudden those songs that didn't hit were hitting right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true. That happens to me all the time.
I think my problem with his albums with the new stuff is that like it seems like they ran out of like meaningful shit to sing about, so they just have like country pandery shit.
Oh,
Like
You got their
I-
Texas, shotguns, dogs,
The beer.
Beer.
small town living.
small
Yeah.
town. Like what else is there?
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So and when it feels too pandery, I'm not about it. I'm like, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Pandering.
All right. Yeah. Get out of here. I don't want to be pandered to. I want feeling.
no
All right.
grifting. God damn it.
At number 8, we got Heroes and Villains by Metro Boomin. Number 9 is Un Viernes Sin Ti by Bad Bunny, which this album is crazy to still like.
Yeah,
I don't even speak Spanish, but I want to listen to it.
yeah. I don't think all of his music's in Spanish, to be fair.
I don't bet.
I think
But-
it's a good mix. I'm pretty sure, but anyway, sorry.
right.
Continue.
Yeah, no. And then number 10, Her Loss by Drake and 21 Savage.
Awesome.
That's
Fun
No
fact. Fleetwood Mac's Rumors has now spent 10 full years on the Billboard 200.
Wow.
Yeah, saw that the other day. I was like, oh shit, I gotta bring that up when we do.
10 years?
10 years.
That's wild.
Yeah, and
The Weeknd got like Guinness World Record of like listens and downloads or whatever off of Spotify.
I did
like-
not, but that makes sense because this shit just randomly popped back in not that long
Well,
ago.
It wasn't up this week, I don't think.
At the in the 11 and 12 spot is 2 of his albums,
Yeah.
Starboy and The Highlights.
But you remember that like 2 weeks ago, like Starboy was in the top 10 again? I was like,
It was, yeah.
bro, what the fuck? This is the Fleetwood Mac Rumors is the 10th studio album to reach the 10-year mark on the Billboard 200.
Nice.
So there's 9 other ones that are like we just won't go
One of
away.
them for sure is Queen.
And another's probably Michael Jackson, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The other
One of
one's
them's probably a
Murdaugh.
Taylor Swift album.
yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, Rumors is sitting at 20 right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
good.
520 weeks on the chart.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That was like my Saturday morning cleaning playlist. Fleetwood Mac.
Oh
When
yeah.
I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Classic.
I love Fleetwood Mac.
Wow.
Well, Mark, Chantel, thank you for being fantastic supporters of the show
Yeah.
and joining us
Thank you so
on
much.
multiple
Oh,
occasions. Well, this is only Chantel's second appearance, but you're always welcome. I don't think we'd, turn you down for coming on ever again. So. This will probably get like double the downloads as the last one, so that'll be
I know it'll be our second most viewed episode.
just,
Welcome.
just brings the heat, okay? Yeah, so that's all I have, I think.
Yeah.
You guys are great.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank
Love
you
what you
for filling my ear full of good stuff when I'm driving to work. So thank you.
Hey,
Yeah,
you're
I
welcome.
don't listen to like news times except for you guys.
That's how I know it's serious. Like shit, Levi and Shane talked about it. I better look it up.
I don't know if that's good or bad. Like,
Yeah,
I
right?
kind of feel mixed about that, but you know what? That's all right. I'd
love it.
rather it come from us than like just some random boomers Facebook page where they're like just sharing nonsense. And you're like, I don't even know if that's. Has anybody looked at that? Because it seems not real. I don't know.
God, you should see the crap my dad's been posting.
Dude, holy shit, your dad's been on one. We can't talk about that. That'll take too much time. But
Are you friends on Facebook?
yeah, and we're friends.
Hey, did you see this shit recently?
Yes, it's terrible.
Oh, we're not talking, so yeah.
Yeah, we can't talk. Oh no. Okay. All right. Yeah, I've had enough. I think, right? No.
Yeah.
Is that-
No.
you.
Peace out,
Yeah.
bitches.
Oh wait. Oh.
Well,
Oh wait.
what?
We would like to thank our
Oh,
we'd
yeah.
like to thank our friends, the Dutch and Denver podcast, Kicking It with the Kellys, The Remedy Room, and No New Friends.
It's like we've never done this before.
Never.
Good thing that was all scripted and on purpose for sure. So
Yeah.
now I've had enough. Peace out, bitches.
Shake and bake.
Oh, tip your. I can't talk. Tip your bartender.
And happy 100.